Hey guys, today we're going to talk about tone. You need to find the tone notes on Classroom by clicking open and finding the document there. So if you have not done that already, please press pause on this video and do that. Otherwise, we're going to move on. So tone is very important, especially when you're thinking about reading or writing, okay? These are your learning targets, so remember this is what you're supposed to be able to do with tone. So number one, I can explain what tone is, and number two, I can identify the tone based on word choice or diction. Alright, so these are the things that you should be able to do whenever we're talking about tone. So, going on, tone is the speaker's attitude towards a subject, not yours. Okay, so when I say speaker, I'm talking about the author, the narrator, or the character, whoever the story's point of view is being told from. Okay, so when you read a text, imagine how the speaker would have spoken the words out loud, what tone of voice they would have used. Now, here are some words that you can use to describe tone. These aren't all of them, okay? These are on your notes. These are a few, so you might want to get familiar with describing tone with some of these words. Now, we can identify the tone of an author's voice by analyzing what words that they choose, okay? The author's choice of words, or diction, that's another way to say author's word choice, impacts the tone directly. So for example, let's say that you didn't clean your room and your parent is mad and they say your full name, okay? That would be scary for me. My middle name is Lachey, so fun fact about me. So when my mom would be mad at me about doing something, she would say, Ashley Lachey Ball, because that was my name before Cooper. And that would scare the bejesus out of me. But the way that she chose her words and the way that she chose to say it, I could tell she was upset with me by the way that she said my name. Now, if I said something funny, sometimes she would like jokingly be like, Ashley Lachey Ball, like, why did you say that, you know? But it all depends on how she said it, okay? Authors obviously can't speak out loud to you. So the way that they choose their tone is based on the words that they choose to write down, okay? So another example, especially to think about when you are writing, using slang words. I know that sounds really lame. I can't think of another way to say it though. But like you wouldn't want to say the word savage in your paper, okay? That's too laid back. You want to keep a formal tone when you're writing, especially when you're writing papers or essays. So when you use slang, that creates an informal tone. A couple of weeks ago, we talked about denotation, connotation, and figurative meanings. Authors can use those meanings to create a tone. So they can choose words based on those meanings to create a tone. Now remember, denotation is the dictionary definition. Connotation is the emotion that's attached to the word. And figurative means that there's a deeper meaning. Okay? So authors can choose words based on those meanings to create the tone of their voice. Now, in nonfiction, only the author's tone is present. But in fiction, the narrator and the other characters may have differing tones, so you have to get used to that, okay? So the reading strategy that we're going to do is we're going to circle or highlight words that have strong meanings, either figuratively with connotation or denotation. And then you're going to determine the tone based on the diction, which is the word choice. This works best for poems, so we're going to use this a lot when we are studying poetry. Okay, but I want to show you some examples in how tone can differ. Okay, so even though a passage can have the same topic, it can have a different tone. let's look at two passages about Independence Day and how they differ in tone. As we read, circle the words that you think create the tone based on their meanings. So I'm going to need you guys to pause the video when I go to the next slide and read the topic. And then on your notes, I want you to highlight the words that you think create the tone based on the meanings. Okay? So here's the first passage. Why don't you go ahead and pause the video and read, and then highlight them on your notes. Highlight the words on your notes. Okay, so think about how the tone was. Okay, how does the author feel about Independence Day? Look at the title. What words help you understand the tone? Okay, think about that. And we're going to talk about this on Monday, so if you didn't go back and read it and you just skipped ahead to this video, shame on you. Go back and read it and circle the words that have the tone. Okay, now here's the second passage. It is on your paper, on your notes. Go through and highlight the tone words. This is still an article about Independence Day, but go ahead and pause the video and you can go ahead and highlight the words that you think create the tone on your notes. Okay, so we will talk more about this on Monday, but please make sure that you turn in your notes on Google Classroom. And I hope you guys have a great day.